Take me down to Dashcam Stories where the cars are fast and they crash in glory. Oh, wham, bam, Dashcam!
Hey, I'm Ben, the voiceover guy for the Wham Bam channels. Today I've got some stories of my own to share, so hold on tight. I was driving my Hyundai XG350 along one day with my wife Melissa in the passenger seat when I slowed to a stop to make a left turn across traffic to get to my house just 2 blocks away. The driver of a pickup truck behind me wasn't paying attention and rear-ended my car at about 35 miles per hour. Luckily, my foot was already on the brake, so I didn't get pushed into any oncoming cars. I pulled off the road and helped the pickup driver get out of the road so we could exchange contact information. Melissa called 911 and the fire department came and checked everyone out.
Okay.
Really bad whiplash.
She'd hurt her neck, and I'd hit the bill of my hat on the steering wheel, which left a small cut on my forehead. I'd also hurt my neck and back, but fortunately, nobody needed to go to the hospital. I was able to drive my car the remaining 2 blocks home, but it was totaled. The pickup driver's insurance provider paid for the car and for our medical treatment. After the accident, the pickup driver tried telling his insurance provider that the accident had been my fault because he hadn't seen me, as if that was somehow my fault. After I sent my dashcam videos to both insurance companies, they ruled 100% in my favor and found the pickup driver to be fully at fault. I know my car looks weird, so let me offer a little explanation. I used to produce an audio podcast called Foamcast Radio all about the Nerf blaster hobby, and I decorated my car to promote it. You can still go listen to the podcast, by the way. Someday I might even make some new episodes. In this next video, I was driving my Chevrolet Impala. This was before I converted to electric cars. It was a very cold morning with snow and ice on the roads. While approaching a red light, I watched a car going way too fast for conditions lose control and slide into the back of a stopped pickup truck. I helped both drivers pull their vehicles off the road, traded contact info with the victim, and sent him a copy of the video for his insurance claim. Here, you can actually see me walking in front of the camera. Body reveal. Okay, everybody, one last story from me before we get back to the usual chaos makers, the submitters. In this one, I was driving down the highway and had passed a silver Chevrolet Impala that I could tell was an unmarked law enforcement vehicle. After we'd been driving along for a while, I watched a red Ford Taurus suddenly swerve over and nudge the Impala, pushing it slightly. I immediately started to pull over to give the victim my footage, but when it looked like the Taurus driver was going to make a run for it, I stayed ahead of him so he couldn't run. Eventually, we all pulled over, and I was able to give the victim my contact info. Later, I emailed him the footage. He was a Cook County Sheriff's deputy and had been traveling out of jurisdiction for training. It turned out I was actually one of 2 people who'd offered him dashcam footage of the accident. Tom and his mother were driving home from having snow tires put on his Nissan Leaf when the high winds took a dead tree down right in front of them. They decided to stop and clear the road of the big pieces. Tom says he's a huge fan of Wham Bam Teslacam and he's glad he can contribute to the new Dashcam channel, at least until he gets his Tesla sometime in the next year. Baron sent us several videos he's gathered over the years as a truck driver in Norway, as well as the time he crashed his father's Skoda. Let's start with the video of him crashing his dad's car. Another driver should have yielded to Baron since he was on the main road, but he failed to do that. The other driver took full responsibility, and the repair bill for the Skoda came to approximately $15,000 US. In this next one, Baron wrecked his semi-truck. He admits that this was his fault. He assumed the car was going to drive into the roundabout and failed to react quickly enough when it didn't. There was ice on the road, so he was unable to stop. Fortunately, there were no injuries, other than Baron's pride. Here, Baron was on a break when he witnessed a colleague having a rough night. And here, he was trucking along in the middle of the night when a reindeer suddenly stood still in the middle of the road. Baron had too much speed, and the road was too icy for him to even try to stop in time. In this next video, Baron was coming up a hill with a blind crest when he saw in his rearview mirror that another semi had started to overtake him. At the same time, he saw lights coming at him over the crest, so he slammed on his brakes. Luckily, the overtaking semi missed the oncoming car. Phew! In this last one of Baron's competitors lost control of his trailer on the icy roads and almost spun out. 3 days later, he flipped his trailer over and blocked the main road for 4 hours.
Oj, 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 oj. Där fick han slut. Holy sh...
The competition is coming for you, Baron.
Den var det.
Do you have a dashcam video that you want to share with us? Please send the video together with a description of what happened using the link in the description below.